He had king 4, didn't he? Maybe the ace looked like a 4 to him. He might be on some kind of drugs that make it look... People have done that in live games, like him. He might think he has aces. Nah, you don't. As if you look at it that way, it sort of looks like an ace. If you have the 4 on this side, you peek it. Oh, aces. Oh, wait, no. And by the time you find out, you've already lost everything. Unless you hit a straight, or your 4s. I think he had king 4, maybe he thought he had ace king. That's the only logical explanation I can have for him calling that bet in the end. His raising, fine. The guy might fold, but his call with king high, that's the only way it makes sense. Because I don't know why he bothered calling. Regardless of what the odds are, you're not fucking winning with king high. Even if the guy has a pocket pair, sure, your king might be okay. Probably isn't, the way he kept betting and the way you showed such strength. He's not going to go in unless he has a 9 or an ace. So, or a big pocket pair like queens or jacks or kings or aces. He probably wouldn't go in with aces because he'd have a house. He'd just call it. Well, bye. Have fun. I've got ace jack. It's like a mutilated ace. It's had half of it chopped off. Cards like this wouldn't be very good, would they? If you look at that upside down, you'd see a 2. Well, a fucked up 2, but a 2. I've forgotten what they look like on these cards. Deal a 2 so I can compare. I think they're not... I don't think they have that bottom part like the 5. Well, that's not a 2. No 2s either. Maybe it'll give me a 2. Oh, there it is. Well, I guess that is what they look like. So it's like a 7 with a thing on the end. So a fucked up 7 upside down. All in. Okay, don't bother. Well, I guess you were getting the odds. I'll just see what everyone else does. Although I don't really like this ace jack. What's he gone in with? I don't like this guy on the right of me. The small stack I don't give a shit about. The guy at the top left, I think he'd call me with... Bye, ace jack. All in. You got ace king. You must have a pocket pair then, if you're thinking about it. Oh, never mind. He had ace queen. He had king 10, and he had 9s, and he has ace 6. I think the king 10 was a horrible call. I think the 9s should have just went all in. The ace-6, he was getting odds, so his call was okay. The ace-queen's all-in was okay too. Except by the players, I don't think... Mind you, by the players you'd get called with worse aces. So the only two players I didn't mind was the call by the ace-6 and the all-in by the ace-queen. I like the call by the ace-6 the most. The king-10 was shit. You could easily be dominated by an ace-king or a king-queen or a king-jack or kings or whatever else. That guy had ace-queen, he could have just as easily had ace-king. He'd have done the same thing if he had ace-king, so you with your king-10, if you keep doing that, your king's not going to be much good to you. Here it is, give it to me now. He calls, so probably some suited shit. That guy calls, I haven't watched